wrong month. This is our Grassroots of Democracy meeting, but I decided to keep it downstairs tonight. And hope you're doing okay. Let's really just keep in our thoughts all the people that are struggling right now. We're having a discussion group, Grassroots of Democracy discussion. So it says 3:30 is, yeah, well, YouTube's all messed up. Anyway, just suffice it to say YouTube is all messed up. I'm just using my phone tonight. I wanted to talk tonight about what we are going to use our collective consciousness to create and to intend. And it was an interesting kind of an energy day today. First of all, I hope you all had a great holiday. I really enjoyed bringing the Christmas Eve service and the Christmas morning service to you. It's a lot, but it's really worth it. So thanks for those of you who joined me. And it's not too late to go back and to hear the messages about the light and being the light. And I know that we, this is a political group, but I don't like to really look at it that way. I like to look at it as it's a human group or a group of humans who want to see this country in a morally sound, and for that matter, a spiritually sound place. And so in the spirit of us moving into the last week of the year, what I'd like for us to do is tonight kind of brainstorm. It sort of came to me in a brainstorm to kind of brainstorm tonight. And what I want to do is I have my iPad here, and I want you all to share. Thank you, Michael. I want you all to share what you want to see happen in our country. We won't give up. No, we're not giving up. This is just the beginning of us really, taking a stand. And what we want to see us taking a stand for is the opposite of cruelty. Just that straight up. What we want to take a stand for is the opposite of cruelty. I mean, I was visiting my dad at the nursing home earlier. The TV was on, and the news was on, and I noticed that Russia attacked Ukraine today, again, or on Christmas, yesterday. And I'd like to see, some semblance of, oh, that's, this is a terrible thing. But I'm not really hearing that in the news. I mean, not that I need their opinions. We all know that's horrible. But I'm not really seeing the sentiment, I might say, of this is terrible. That Ukraine's continuing to be attacked, a sovereign nation that didn't attack Putin and didn't, was just kind of sitting there like we would be if we were in Europe. Like if America was in Europe, not surrounded by these oceans, it would be us, right? And it kind of is indirectly. But I want us to not just gloss over Putin's still attacking Ukraine. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Putin is an evil, satanic being. I don't want it normalized. It's really disgusting. I'll just mention another thing that I happened to see in the grocery store while I was waiting to check out on Christmas Eve. The National Enquirer type magazines at the cash, where the cash register is, and I looked at, I know it's all we all know the National Enquirer and the Globe and all that. It's just fake, but still, for somebody that believes this stuff to begin with, they don't need it reinforced. So there was the Globe, which is let's just call it the equivalent of the National Enquirer, had a headline on the front of the page that said, Biden is senile and we're in danger. And I mean, I looked at the date and it was current. We need to get back to actual truth telling. We need to get back to human decency. And I'm going to ask you for your ideas in a moment about what we can intend tonight. It's just a half-hour meeting. I just make it brief so that more people will come. I want us to recognize that it's up to all of us thinking the right way. And you all know this about me. I mean, you've been here for a while and I appreciate it very much. I can't separate my spiritual self from what's going on in the political arena. It's all an amalgam. It's all one. And we want a government where there's not cruelty. And I saw also, when the news was on, I saw Tom Homan, I think that's his right name. And Tom Homan is supposed to be this border control czar or whatever the heck they're calling it. And his entire agenda is absolute cruelty against innocent people. And then we see Trump out there just talking about, we're going to take Greenland and we're going to take Mexico or whatever the heck he's saying, right? Okay, so what we're going to do tonight in this short meeting is we're going to write down right in the chat, in the comments, you can make it brief, what you want us to intend, and I'll start. What I want us to intend is Kamala Harris being president. Okay, so Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the White House. Okay? I want to tell you about the power of intention. It's proven to work. Not just like recently, but throughout the history of human civilization. What do you think prayer is all about? Right? People have been praying for centuries, thousands of years, really. What do you think that's all about? So, Kamala Harris and Walz in charge, okay? Which will restore this country to some semblance of normalcy and sanity. Yeah, so I got that. I just put that down. So, I can also say, just to get us started, that we want to intend that the migrant farm workers are safe and they keep their jobs, which means that we get to keep having groceries in our grocery store, for one thing. So it's not like we're gonna be, we have to deport, whatever the heck people are thinking. No, we don't. The cruelty touches all of us, so we want that not to happen. With Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the White House, and that's the case anyway. So I'm open, I'm ready to type, and then we're gonna just kind of I'm gonna read what I have on my list. So I started with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the White House, which takes care of the immigration and all that. And hopefully I'll be able to see your messages. Terry B., I've been talking about Jessica Denson in our past 2 meetings the assignment was for 2 weeks in a row for us all to go to Jessica Denson's YouTube. So I'll just remind you all. To write in the comments on Jessica Denson's YouTube, I want to help. And the interesting thing about that, and I did post about this, was that after I had said that for 2 weeks in a row, and the last Jessica Denson video that I saw about we need to not let Trump get inaugurated, she said, I need help. So we're right in alignment. She said, I need help. And I had already told everybody at the past 2 Grassroots of Democracy meetings that we're doing now in this format, I had already said emphatically, go to Jessica Denson's YouTube and put in the comments in big letters, I want to help. Just those 4 words. I nearly fell off my chair when I heard her, the last video that I watched, say, I want to do this, but I need help. Okay, so we're all one mind. We're all in this together. So what I'm looking for, like I'm intending Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the White House. Let's start there. Okay? Let's start there. Intend the threats made against individuals are okay. Okay, so threats made against individuals are stopped legally. I'm going to add fake news is a thing of the past. I'm also going to write Elon Musk is arrested and held accountable for world crimes. That the corrupt MAGAs are held accountable, Barbara Mooney saying. That corrupt MAGAs in Congress, you mean? Like the insurrectionists, right? The corrupt MAGAs in Congress are held accountable. Okay, cool. Got it. So what we're doing, if you're just joining us, is I'm looking for intentions in the chat. I started with, I intend that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will be in the White House. So far we have that. Threats are stopped legally. Eliminate hate. I'm going to put that. And Hakeem Jeffries is named speaker. Hate is eliminated, at least reduced. Hakeem Jeffries is named Speaker of the House. Okay, so intend the election gets overturned and the actual will of the voters recognized, okay? That was kind of covered, but we'll just do that again. We want to see the whole thing play out, that the election results are overturned to the actual election results, right? So are made right. The election results are made right. True Republicans in Congress will stand up unified with Democrats. Okay, true Republicans will stand with democracy. You guys are great. Okay. Okay, hang on. That MAGA is awakened. That MAGA is awakened. Okay. All those who have drank the Kool-Aid. Roseanne, you mean who do you want to stay in integrity? Okay, so praying for all the facts of the election steal interference to be proven before January 3rd and 6th. Okay. Okay. Praying for all the facts about the election, the fake election results made apparent by January 3rd. Okay? We'll keep going. I'll take at least 5 more. 5 more intentions for our democracy. So the media, hang on. MAGA's awoken. The media stays in integrity. Yeah, okay, so the media is in integrity. I'm going to actually put that we see Amendment 14, Section 3 put in place for Trump. We see success in upholding our Constitution. Rendering Trump ineligible to be president. This is not a big ask. This is not far-fetched at all. To be president. Okay. All right. Any more intentions? Love you too. Let's do 3 more. When all comes to light, the SCOTUS doesn't torpedo it. How about Thomas and Alito and Gorsuch especially are ousted. No Project 2025. Yeah, that's kind of covered with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the White House. Definitely, that's all there. Okay. We're getting there. When all comes to light, the SCOTUS doesn't torpedo it. So let's say that okay, the media comes to do its duty. Okay, reports on the threats to our democracy. Reports the truth. It's awful to see the news now and to see what they're doing. I mean, it really is looking Russia-like. Anyway, I think I might have missed somebody else's. How about this one? Biden is lauded. Larry, Curly, and Moore were eliminated from the Supreme Court. I have that. Biden is recognized as the best president ever. That's why it really upset me when I saw that cover, even though it was a National Enquirer type magazine, that Biden is seriously senile and we're in danger because of it. Like, I think you're citing the wrong person. How about Ukraine wins? Ukraine wins, and okay, Ukraine wins and Putin is defeated. Putin is defeated and taken down. And kindness and compassion are in. Putin falls by his own people. I've always seen that. Kindness and compassion rule. People become You saw Democrat Supreme Court justices said 14th Amendment, Section 5. I haven't read on that. I mean, I haven't read up on that, like from a paper or from a media source yet. Trump and associates are held accountable for all crimes. Held accountable for all crimes. And also, I'd like to see that every collusion that Donald Trump has had with Putin is revealed. So Trump, Putin connection, collusions are all revealed. Does anyone want to say anything about Elon Musk? What do we want to see? We want to see him lose all his government contracts. Musk loses all government contracts. And let's do 2 more. Okay, democracy rules the day worldwide. Democracy wins all over the world. It's starting to happen. We're a little slow to the game. The Elon is the Elon Musk is deported. And the Supreme Court becomes Democratic. Okay, I think we got a pretty good list. Thank you. Musk is deported and held accountable. These people are really hurting a lot of people. And Elon to The Hague, yes. Yeah, the Elon's held accountable for all the damage that he's done to the world. Okay, so in the spirit of it being moving into, like, we're making resolutions kind of for the new year, right? We're going back, and when we fight, we win isn't just a slogan, it's a movement. I love that. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'll have my eyes open because I need to read this, but I would like for us to really think about this. It is science. It's scientific that thoughts are energy and that we create our reality through our thinking. So let's not look at this as like, woo, well, this is silly. What a waste of time. I'm not saying you guys are doing that, but there are people that really do think it's all fantasy and like magical thinking. You know, what's wrong with that, for one thing? But what we're doing here, you can do the research. You can look for Greg Braden. I'm just thinking about people who've written a lot about this and have videos about it. Braden, Greg Braden. I think Joe Dispenza, maybe. It's more about your body, but just, and you guys might know some other really great teachers and leaders and scientists that metaphysicians who study this, right? And studies have shown that when people intend for something, which is really the basis for prayer, right? Prayer does work. And yeah, the universe definitely listens. We co-create what's happening. So keeping that in mind, I mean, there's a book by Larry Dossey, Dr. Larry Dossey, it's like from the 90s, called Healing Words, and all the science is there too. And the Maharishi experiment is another place you can go for evidence of this. So, yeah, we're going to win. What I'm seeing is too much focus, and I talk about this extensively all the time, too much focus on how we're going to cope with fascism, basically, right? And just, I want to share with you that today I really noticed, since Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I've been really drawn in a big way, really attracted to listening to sacred music over and over and over. In fact, I fell asleep with like the Tabernacle Choir, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir video going, and I woke up and it was like, well, that's still on. The whole service of the Vatican, Pope Francis had a wonderful message about unity, and he talked about Ukraine, and he talked about us coming together and having compassion and kindness. He did refer to the United States. He did pray for the United States that this social situation gets healed. And I was really struck today by my desire to go inward. And then I texted Kathy Beal, our resident astrologer, because I had just, right after I realized I feel like just going really inward after this Christmas. And Kathy Beal has a video up. Check it out. I'll find the link and post it. Professional Aquarian, at Professional Aquarian. And it's the video about December 25th, I think it was, to like the end of the year. And there's some, I'm not an astrologer, but I'll just tell you something about Mars retrograde right now and other aspects. You'll have to go listen to it for the details. But anyway, I went, wow, I'm right in alignment with what's going on astrologically, because I only feel like going inward. And the other thing that's true for me just the past 24 hours is I only want to be quiet, and I only feel like going inward. And that's my only interest. And when it comes to seeing any news, even on YouTube, I cannot watch it, because that's not the world. What's being outlined and broadcast is not the world that I want to live in. It's not. And so I don't make a habit of filling my mind with things that I don't want. It's stupid. I know too much about metaphysics. So with that being said, and at the risk of going over a little bit, this will just be 5 minutes. I want us to, are you all good? I want you to close your eyes, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have you take a few deep breaths and implant this into your consciousness. And it'll be at the end, so if you want to put it on replay, you can just go to the end of this video. I strive to make it just a half an hour. I know a few people are saying they have just shown up. Do you need us to brief you on what we're doing? We're just, it's the end of the year. We're doing an intention list of what we are intending to create. We're going to reflect on it, meditate on it frequently. Okay, we got over 100 people in the chat and that are present here. Well, not just in the chat, but that are present. And that's powerful. That is powerful. I wish more people were doing this kind of thing. And maybe they are and I don't know about it. I really do wish more people were doing this. Well, we're doing it. And then I just want to backtrack and say we were talking about Jessica Denson the past now 3 meetings. Please go to Jessica Denson's videos. Put in the comments, I want to help. She's doing the work. I mean, I'm covering the spiritual and intending side of it. She's also very spiritual too. So we cannot just like lay down and take it, right? They're going to be cruel, and we're not doing that. Okay? So I'm going to have you close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And a longer exhalation. And as you're doing that, do that 2 more times. A deep breath in and hold it. And a longer exhalation. A deep breath in and hold it. And then a longer exhalation. And just know that, like, astrologically, we're in this time right now where it really is, we're energetically supported more and more with this energy with the going inward. This is a time. It's a really good time for that, and it's really important. So as you relax and focus, just tell yourself, I'm releasing all thoughts that this can't be so. Just make that intention. I'm releasing all thoughts and all temptations to think that this can't be so. And I'm just going to read this list to you, and then we'll close the meeting. We as a collective energy, as humans that are for democracy in the United States, being of clear mind and clear intent, intend that for the highest good of all, this good is now occurring. Kamala Harris is President of the United States of America, and Tim Walz is Vice President of the United States of America, inaugurated in January or at the most appropriate time at the start of the year. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are in charge. Madam President Harris and Vice President Tim Walz. America is peaceful. all death threats from MAGA, Putin-backed MAGA, are stopped legally. Death threats are illegal. Action is taken. Fake news is a thing of the past. All fake news, Russian propaganda-based media in America is shut down. Elon Musk is arrested and held accountable for his war crimes, for his world crimes. The corrupt MAGAs in Congress are held accountable and ousted. Hatred and violence and divisiveness are a thing of the past, replaced by kindness, compassion, cooperation, support, and community, and love and light. Hakeem Jeffries is named Speaker of the House. All the cheating in the election on November 5th is revealed, and the results are made right. True Republicans stand with democracy in support of democracy. Our Congress is no longer affected by the Kremlin. All the MAGA Trumpsters that voted for Trump have woken up to their mistake. All the facts about the fake election results are made apparent by January 3rd and no later. Donald Trump is not ever certified as the winner of the election. We now have a media that's in integrity and alignment with the truth, wanting to report the truth. Pro-democracy media is winning the game and continues to win. Truth prevails, truth wins. Trump is rendered ineligible to be president via our United States Constitution, Amendment 14, Section 3. The media reports the truth about the threats that have happened to our democracy and needing to save it, and we do. Joe Biden is recognized as the best president ever. Ukraine wins. NATO is reinforced and stronger. Vladimir Putin is defeated and taken down by the world. Kindness and compassion rule. Donald Trump is held accountable for all his crimes. The Trump and Putin collusion through the years are all revealed and dealt with. Elon Musk loses all government contracts and he is deported. Democracy wins all over the world. And now, as we bring this to a close, I want you to imagine yourself in the emotional state of our democracy has won. Madam President Harris, Vice President Tim Walz, and all the smart people who are competent and experienced are making this country stronger and stronger and better. We have restored and healed our reputation on the world stage. And feel the feeling of this happening. Most importantly, feel the emotions that you will feel when this happens. Remember when Biden was elected, we were dancing in the streets. Allow yourself to be filled up with that emotion. Focus on it frequently. Think about it all the time, for this is what creates this new reality and this new world that we're intending to live in. And let it be so. And it's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we'll see you. Please share this. And we'll see you tomorrow night for PNN. All right. Namaste. Thank you, you guys. It means a lot. It's a big deal what we just did. All right. Bye.